I'm here at the Museum of Tolerance at an exhibit featuring these embroidered tapestries, which may seem colorful and childlike, but are actually a potent form of protest. That's today's BFD. All right, I'm here with Francisco Letelier, who's here to tell us about Arpilleras. What exactly is an arpillera?
An arpillera is a tapestry, an embroidered tapestry, that were created mostly by women during the Pinochet dictatorship in Chile.
So this collection sort of takes us through dictatorship to democracy. What kind of a role does art play in that?
It's really important to know that political change and social change is all about art. Mm-hmm. In the case of these arpilleras, yes, they began chronicling the daily lives of women and so became a people's newspaper, a newspaper in cloth.
There's a lot of symbolism in each one of these pieces, and sometimes symbolism stronger than actually saying something out loud. Would you mind sort of taking me through some of them?
Sure, let me show you one that's right here behind us.
Okay,
that's a good example. It's a family sitting at dinner, and there's a question mark at the missing family member's chair. The men are gone. Where are the men? They're dead or imprisoned or disappeared. This kind of thing became so symbolic for people and understandable that eventually a huge form of protest would be to go out on a city wall and just spray paint a question mark.
Yeah.
That kind of thinking, that clever way of how do we fly under censorship, how do we get away with social action that isn't necessarily seen as political, is what led to the coming up with this slogan, the no more, because it's really a no with a plus sign. It doesn't mean anything until you start applying it.
All right, now that we know what an arpillera is, would you mind showing me how to make one?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Let's go. Let's
Great.
go upstairs.
Okay,
We're all
cool.
set up.
All right, so I finished my arpillera. I'm here to show it to the master, Francisco. Here it is. I'm saying no to pollution. As you can see here, this is a little smokestack. This is like a big glob of pollution. And this is a bird we're saying yes to. What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
You like the borders on the color combination?
It's great.
Now, as we've learned today, art can be a really powerful medium for people. What advice would you give to those out there who want to explore it as a form of expression?
Yeah, I guess the most powerful piece of advice I can give to people is to honor yourself and your life. Right there when you're feeling like, I gotta get out of this place, this wasn't meant for me, it's gotta be different. That's where our imagination, our hope, and our possibility reside. And that's the place where really great art comes from.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks to the Museum of Tolerance for having us today. If you want to find out more, click the link in the description below and sign the petition to speak up for those who can't. For BFD, I'm David Park.